happy. So if I believe I'm happy, the crash meshes are getting blacklisted. So I'm in house, if you might know. So as you might know, I screenshotted something yesterday or maybe 2 days ago from DXFC because DXFC leaked their crash mesh. I watched the video and guess what? The crash mesh is actually getting blacklisted. But not just yet, because when I check audit logs, it's not done yet. But if you're likely gonna see how I blacklist, how they blacklist crash meshes, I got them to really try and blacklist those meshes because it contained a crash mesh, and that crash mesh was like correct. So, anyways, let's play Am House. And first, for Am House, we are going to load something. It is not the crash mesh that the staff wants to blacklist. Instead, it's just something really weird called the flyball glitch. It's not patched whatsoever, but it's called the fly glitch. And it's a ball inside of this. So, I'd show you. You need to size this to 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. And also, if you want to see what's in it, have a look. It's a ball. The ball is inside of it. So, the ball is just inside. And then, once you did it, and once you set the transparency from 0 to 1, it makes it invisible, and it looks like you're hacking the game, even though you're not. But weirdly, some fly glitches, some people could like take their thing away. Or something. And if you believe to see why we do that, it's because if someone pushes you so far away with that ball fly glitch, the ball gets pushed further than your character. And it's because the character and the ball does not have the same weight. The character is heavier and slower to push, whilst the ball is harder to push. And it's because of latency. The latency itself is really lower in the ball than you. So wait for it, and now I can fly in it. So like this. It looks like you're hacking, but you're not. This doesn't look like hacking. Also, sometimes you fall. Or do something like a fall damage guy would have done. So if you fall and bounce, and then your ball disconnects out of your insides. Which is because the ball was yanked in the air. And the reason why the ball was yanked in the air is because the ball was bouncing up. But anyways, it's over there. It's bounced just around 50 studs away. And then you have to move it. Also, if you wanted to believe why the ticket server does not work, as I said yesterday, if you want to see for more Stamino's videos, you would literally just check it, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. If you check F9 via console, what you will see here is like 3 or 4 seconds later, 3.5 or 4 seconds later, it says TS cannot communicate with the server. And I think that is because their ticket server does not work. They have no power, or the power supply is missing. Also, Roblox says that also, right now in my house, in Roblox, it's saying Roblox is notifying you with a message that they're gonna do the thing with 2D clothing. And yeah, I am correct. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it on March 20th, 2025. And if you believe how they do that, it's because on March 20th, they are gonna remove the 2D clothing with something on there. So, I am gonna check on here really quickly, and I'm just gonna... I'm gonna check it, if they have it or not. And it seems like they don't for me, so they don't have it. So that means they don't have it for me at all. They didn't do the Roblox notification thing at all. But it's okay, because it might happen sometime later. It's only happening to some people right now with their 2D clothing. And that's what I'm gonna do. And if you are thinking why Blacklist Nest doesn't show the audit logs sometimes, it's because the audit logs sometimes don't show anything. So like they did with the commented, they commented on something that they wanted to... That I was wanted to like show how to like show they're gonna blacklist the mesh. They didn't blacklist any mesh at all. I just made a video of blacklist of of the mesh, and they would say that they're gonna blacklist it. And when I check the audit logs, it doesn't seem to do it. So I don't see anything right now. They don't. It seems like I don't see them. It's just as if they're like something missing, or something needs to be data analyzed. So yesterday there was like a crash mesh. I screenshotted it immediately on pressing that H button, like adding the mesh, and there was like a crash mesh in like a file. So like it's this. It was something like this, something like this. It might be like this, which would either be a crash mesh, because it would have been. But if I enter that right now, it won't work because mesh doesn't exist. So that's one rumor found out in the game, and it is how they likely blacklist the mesh. It's like easy, and they like blacklist them. The staff does it. However, the data gets analyzed within 2.5 hours in the audit logs. So audit logs updates within around between 30 and 2 hours long, or maybe sometimes 12. 24. That's the data that's getting analysed. They take like a long time. Or some sort. I need to increase the render distance of the game. And if I believe why my render distance is, well, low, I could increase my render distance. However, I need to check the render distance by pressing Shift plus F2, and then you can get, like, the input. So the process input 0. So we need to look for render distance, which could be in FRM blocks. But the viewing distance is set to 100,000. Oh, it isn't 100,000 actually. The render distance is just 758. It's just FRM variance. So that means somewhere around. Let me just check for render distance. And yeah, stuff just render in the air. So I'm going to just check how high we can go with our render distance. And yep, I think we are going a little higher. Just only 256 studs. It's just only 256 studs in the game itself. If I increase the graphics to 4, that means I should get a higher graphics fidelity limit. And yet, it's going a little higher, just around another 300 more studs in the FRM quality. So just around, probably around 480 studs in the render distance. But the viewing distance is 600. So we're only seeing a distance or a view count. So that means there's only 600 render distance. So probably 512, something like that. I set my graphics a little increasement of just 5. And now I could like fly a little bit. Okay, it's still the same though, but it's on there. But the render distance, it's set to 758. It's still 758 on the render distance. So if I increase my graphics a little higher, then will my render distance go higher? Yes, it's actually going more higher now than usual. And that's what we probably want, because our graphics can go higher than this. So right now, this is 1,000 studs up in the air, and now we can see stuff everywhere, higher and better, with our graphics fidelity limit. If we increase our graphics double by 1, or something like that, then our graphics should be a little higher. Because we are running DirectX 11.1 in our game's performance settings. However, their limit, it says that the core limit is 28, or something like that. So now if I fly a lot further now, my render distance is absolutely going to be higher than usual. I'm flying a lot further than usual in the render distance. Which is allowing us to use more computer power. And there you go, that's just only around 4,000 studs in the renderer. 4,000 studs. So that's just 4,000 studs of render distance on this computer. However, if I set it on this, then this is going to allow it to go higher in the graphics. So it's allowing it to go higher in the graphics fidelity than what I'm seeing over here in the graphics fidelity. So over there, when I go up there, a little higher on max graphics or something like that, which is our FRM quality set to 21, then I'm thinking I could see really everything up there. Because guess what? I'm going a little higher. A lot higher than usual until I stop seeing stuff. So right now we're 10,000 studs up and our graphics fidelity, and there we go, we just lost our house. right over there, that single pixel up there, is gone. However, we can see something up there. I can literally see something from approximately 20,000 studs away or something like that. So that means at 16,384, small objects disappear. So that means if I play on max graphics, then what I'm likely about is the performance of this computer, because the render distance is probably a lot further than what you think if you play on max graphics. So anyways, like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and see you next time in the next Time and House videos.